What's going on, guys? This is Joe.
And Amy.
And we are back once again for some more MTG Arena play. The last time you saw us, we had just completed our first fight. Now, I was new to MTG Arena, Amy was new to MTG Arena. If you missed those other videos, we will have them linked for you at the end for you to go check out. Because I was new to MTG Arena, I was not aware of the extent of the tutorial, as it were. So with the little like pixie friend or fairy friend or whatever that was following us around and giving us tips and tricks, she technically stayed with us after our first fight, and I was just trying to complete some daily quests to earn some stuff for us. And it turned out that there was a little bit more, like she wanted us to do another quest or something, and then she showed us where they were, and then she was like, okay, you're on your own, goodbye. So I apologize that we didn't get that on camera. I really was just trying to record some, to get some games under our belt so that we could kind of grind for some resources to try to get into this thing. So she did go away. So for those of you that were following along with our tutorial, our friend did leave us, but she did say goodbye first and wish us luck. So now we're going to be into the game itself. We are going to try to, at this point now, record some of those daily challenges, weekly challenges, what have you, with some of the pre-con decks that they gave us, and then maybe in future videos we can get into some other fun stuff like sealed events and drafts and things like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're unaware, we said in our past videos that I am Joe, first of all. Hi, welcome if you're new. And I've been playing Magic for many years, since about Urza's Saga. As I said, this is my first experience with Arena, but by no means is it my first experience with Magic.
I haven't been playing Magic. I played, in quotes, Battle Bond.
Oh, you played.
When it came out.
We played together. We did pretty well, too.
Right. We played together, which really meant you kind of told me what to do. So I kind of have no idea how to play this game. I have very, very, very basic ideas of the basic skills that you're supposed to have. I know some super basic terminology, and I doubt I will even remember very much of what we learned in the tutorials. So we'll see how it goes.
So we are going to try and go through this game of Arena together and see how Amy does as somewhat of a newer player, and see whether Arena caters more to her and her level of experience, or whether it caters more to me and mine. And I'm going to really try to help Amy go through and see if both of us working together can get through some of these games, see if Amy can start making some of those crucial decisions in the game, but have me as backup if she's like, all right, we're running out of time, why don't you just do what you think is best and maybe try to explain it to me later. So we'll see how that works for us as a duo.
Yeah, and I'll really be interested to see how easy it is for me to play this game. With my limited knowledge of the game, I'd really like to kind of come in with those fresh eyes and just see how possible it is, really,
right,
for brand spanking new players to just come onto Arena and learn how to play the game. So we'll see, we'll kind of put that aspect of it to the test.
Yeah. I'm going to be on the mouse here. It is a new client for me as well, so I might make mistakes myself just dealing with the UI. Although I have seen some people playing it on video, it does seem somewhat intuitive, but we shall see how that works. You had a comment, because we opened a pack on here and got Vraska, by the way. That
yes,
was sweet.
Did.
Back when we were doing stuff. It looks like we have Guilds of Ravnica. They're talking about the set is now available, etc. But we have a pack of Guilds of Ravnica here. Now, check this out.
That it just makes that sound.
Yes, the pack sound. As my computer gets really upset that we're doing stuff. Apologies for the computer noise, but yeah, it makes that pack noise when you click on it. See, if I click off of it, it doesn't, but clicking on it does. So anyway, we could learn more about Guilds Online, which we don't have to do because we know about it, but we can just click Explore.
Whoa.
Ooh, fancy. Oh, it's I think this is the Guilds of Ravnica trailer. Yeah, it is.
Change Ravnica forever.
Okay, sure. We're watching the trailer. One more scene.
Land cries out. We have eyes everywhere. lines are being drawn as we speak. Whose side are you on?
Control the secrets, and you control the cities.
Death is just the next step. You first.
Daddy! Daddy!
Yeah, the animations are a lot better. They've done a very good job recently with animations for these cards.
Yeah.
The balance of Ravnica is about to change. And change is good for us.
Thanks, Morpheus. It sounded like Morpheus.
Okay, so it says play a game to complete this quest, and we will get a blue-green deck as our reward. If we complete win 5 games, it looks like, we'll get a Return to Ravnica pack, 250 gold for 1 win that will reset every day, 20 blue or green spells, kill 15 of your opponent's creatures, and we are 12 of 20 of the way through a 20 black or red spells. So it looks like black, red, blue, green, so we're going to have to kind of make some choices here since we only have monocolored decks right now. Let's just check. Okay, we do not have any packs, which is fine. We're not going to buy any. Actually,
I thought
no.
we had that Ravnica pack.
I guess that was just showing us what it looked like.
Oh.
But
That's lame.
we can purchase 1 pack.
Oh.
So, between Guilds of Ravnica, Core Set 2019, Dominaria, Rivals of Ixalan, and Ixalan, I think last time you said that you wanted Guilds of Ravnica. It's how we got Veraska.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like Guilds of Ravnica again?
Sure.
Okay. We have purchased a Guilds of Ravnica pack. So now we go into packs, and here it is. And so, we click on it.
It explodes.
Yes. Oh, we got another disinformation campaign. Ooh,
Oh.
okay, so we'll talk about that in a minute. Uncommon wildcards. Opening packs earns you wildcards. 6 more packs until our next one. And for our rare wildcard, 3 more packs until our next rare wildcard. I will talk about wildcards in a moment. We also got an Inspiring Unicorn.
Cool.
And the disinformation campaign is our uncommons. And then our commons are down here. And then let's see what our rare or mythic is. It looks like rare because of yellow, but maybe I'm wrong. It is a rare. It is a Chamber Sentry, which that's going to take a special kind of deck to make work. It's possible, but it actually kind of wants to be in the Gates deck, which is probably, I would assume, one of the easier ones to build. It's kind of focused more on uncommons than rares. Okay, so if we go back home now, we have draft, which we don't have enough gems because we have 0, and we're not paying for them yet. Let's see how the game kind of helps us get to that point, or if we really have to pump money into it to get there.
Okay, before we do anything else,
Sure.
you said we're going to be doing quests.
Yeah, that's these down here.
What does that mean? Like, right now, you're saying quests are these down here, and you're kind of,
Mousing over them.
mousing over
Yeah,
those.
yeah. They're making fun noises.
But the right-hand corner just says play. Like, is that, and it looked like you were about to click on that. So, like, if are we doing quests or are we playing? And is doing quests playing?
Right. So it says play a game to complete this quest. Right. It says it here, and then when you look at it, it says it there as well. And this I actually cannot click on. It's just able to be moused over.
Okay.
Same with this. I'm clicking and nothing is happening.
Interesting.
Clicking, nothing's happening. Now here, I'm not going to do it because if you click it, it will swap this goal or this quest for a different one. That's what the little circular arrow is for.
Oh, okay.
So if you're like, you know what, I'm not playing a blue-green deck right now, maybe you're playing a red-black deck, and you're like, this is dumb, I'd rather not have to do this, then you can swap it and try to get something else. Now, for research purposes, I'm genuinely tempted to do it to see if we can do it an unlimited number of times. Because some other games will only let you do it like once a day or twice a day or something like that. Like they'll put a limit on it just so that you're not like farming for 3 of the same quests so that you can complete them all at the same time and get coins. So I think I'm going to do it with kill 15 of your opponent's creatures and see what happens. Just because, I mean, there's no effect to
Just
us
so we
whatsoever.
know
Yeah, because this is not the kind of thing where it's like, it's going to ruin anything for us. So I'm just curious. We have, swap this quest for a new one. All progress on this quest will be lost, and this action can't be undone. Okay, so that's fine. That wasn't really my question. I mean, it makes sense. We have had no progress on that quest, which is why it doesn't hurt us in any way.
Right.
If we get a worse quest than that, then that might be problematic, but that's life. So we say, okay, now it says attack with 45 creatures. Obviously not at the same time. And if you notice, the click to swap is now not available for any of them.
Oh, interesting.
So I assume that means that it is only available once a day, which is fine. That's good to know for the future, so that if we did it and we wanted to do it with 2, we would know that we can only do it with 1 a day. So,
interesting.
now, we are partway through this quest with black or red spells, and no percentage of the way through this 20 blue or green spells. But, Amy, I will ask you, which deck would you like to play with?
Well, let's just continue on our black and or red trajectory here.
Sure. So then here's the question. The last time I played a game, which, by the way, Amy was in the room but kind of doing other things, so she was vaguely aware of what I was doing, but not exactly when I was trying to grind for some resources. But I was playing with this black deck. Do you want to keep going with this black deck, or do you want to use the red deck?
Well, let's keep with the black then.
Sure. Alright, so let's see what we can do with this black deck. If your timer fuse runs down, you'll automatically use one of your 30-second extensions, if available. So we will see some of the more basic decisions that are self-explanatory. I'll kind of just make them and say that we're making them. God, why do we always face a Johnny?
Because this is better than a Johnny.
That's incorrect.
That's why.
But yeah, if there are decisions to be made, for example, like this hand, we have 3 swamps. We have an Open the Graves, which is 5 mana. Whenever a non-token creature we control dies, we get a 2/2 black zombie. We have a Doom Dissenter for 2. Any land gets us Gravedigger. And we have Skullduggery to try to do some weird things with Doom Dissenter. Do you think that is enough, or would you like to mulligan?
I mean, I don't maybe know enough about the game to know, but I know that in the past, Doom Dissenter has done us well.
Yeah, even in battle. I mean,
when we played in Battle Bond.
All right.
And if Skullduggery works well with Doom Dissenter, then it seems like a good hand to me.
All right. I mean, Skullduggery is a combat trick regardless, so I think that's fine. Okay. They kept 7. We drew a 3-drop creature, which is good. So that even if we don't draw that 4th mana, we will have something to do on turn 3.
Yeah, we've got a little bit in the middle here now.
Right. So we played the land and then it passed for us. They have their own Doom Dissenter, which
fine.
Which, we drew another Skullduggery. If we wanted to, we could have killed the Doom Dissenter, but when it dies, they get a 2/2 black zombie. So I think at this point, what do you think? You want to just play this guy out?
Yeah.
We'll have one of our own.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
Well, they
Because this is better than a Johnny.
But they have a 2-color deck, and we only have a mono-color deck. So
Yeah, but we'll still do it better because this is better than a Johnny.
we'll see how this game goes. I don't know that you're going to be too pleased with the result.
Well.
Okay, sorry. Let's say this. We only have a 3rd mana to play the Hired Blade, but we have this 1/1. If we block, they have a chance to have a pump spell with green and black, or a removal spell or something. But do you want to block in the hopes of us getting a 2/2 black zombie?
A chance? Does that mean a good chance?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the chances that we kill their creature, the definite is that we get a zombie in the process when ours dies. Yeah, so they just offered the trade, they both die, and we both get zombies. That's fine. Which is fine. That's kind of what we wanted. Especially because now that Doom Dissenter is in our graveyard, if we get that 4th mana, we can get Doom Dissenter back. Well, they gave our creature -2/2 and killed it. That's fine. So what we're going to do here is play this land. Now the question is, this creature has flash, which means it can be played at any time, even at instant speed. So what is typically done with a flash creature is you flash it in on your opponent's turn to block because they think that you don't have any defense to their attack.
That makes sense.
Now the problem with this is it's a 3/2. So if we flash it in to block this 2/2 when they attack with it, they'll both die. And if we don't draw a land, we can't play anything else because we drew another 4-drop. Like, we could play Skullduggery, but we won't have a creature to buff as well. So
that seems irrelevant.
Well, so do you want to play this now and let an attack of 2 damage through maybe later to keep up Skullduggery later? I mean, it's kind of a tougher question. So what I would say is we pass our turn, flash in the Hired Blade at the end of their turn, don't block, and be able to Skullduggery after the fact. If we want to try to get rid of this thing or something more dangerous. Like, okay,
Like that?
3/1/1 green sapperling creature tokens, that's fine. It resolves. I put a stop on our instep in case, because it's kind of been moving quickly, so in case we don't get a chance to play the Hired Blade otherwise. This damage is going to come through, because we don't want to sack this guy, because we don't know if we're going to draw that land. Damage, take 2, and then at the end of their turn, Blade, and we drew a land.
Nice.
Look at that.
We wanted.
Correct. So we can give target creature -3/-3 until end of turn. I don't quite know that we need to do that yet. We could also just play this 2/2 Gravedigger, which would get us back our Doom Dissenter in our hand. So the next turn we can play Doom Dissenter and have up both Skullduggeries. They'll have all their Sapperlings, but we can like trade off Gravedigger pretty aggressively with this zombie as well if we want to. So,
Okay.
does that make sense? So we get this back. We take that action. And then do we attack with this guy? They can double block with 2 Sapperlings and kill him. Or we could leave it back to easily take out one of the Sapperlings if they choose to attack with it in the future.
I would leave it back then.
No attackers it is, and we end our turn. Alright, so they played a tapped dual land.
Okay, these insect sounds are just
It is
weird.
It's a little. It's a little
very realistic, and it's
Yeah.
very in my ears.
Yes, yes, it is. All right, so they.
Oh.
Okay.
Gee.
A lot of things. As an additional cost to cast this spell, you may sack any number of creatures, and it costs that much less to cast for each creature sacked that way. When it enters the battlefield, up to one target player's life total becomes half their starting life total rounded down. So we just went to 10 from 20 because they played a 7/6 creature because reasons. So now what we're going to have to do is use these, with the use of these Skullduggeries and the Strangling Spores, we can kill this thing, but it's going to be kind of tough. So for now, I think we pass, and then on their turn, when they attack us with this, we can kind of use some shenanigans to kill it.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah.
So we're staring down the barrel of a 7/6 rare, and that's somewhat problematic. Okay, they're going to combat, it looks like. I have to let them do that. Sorry, everyone. Like I said, new client. Okay, so we can give it -3/-3, which will make it a 4/3.
Okay.
Then we can give it -1/-1 on our creature +1/+1, but that would still make it 3 power. So Strangling Spores is the best thing to do here.
Okay.
And then we block with our Hired Blade and they both die.
Oh, alright. Well, at least we have a black deck.
Yeah. And if they try to do other things... Oh, we haven't blocked yet. So now we block this. And if they try to do some pump shenanigans, we at least have Skullduggery to back us up. Target creature gets -1/-1, and they get a Sapperling. Convenient. Thank you, Skullduggery. So target creature we control gets +1/+1, and target creature they control gets -1/-1. Sure.
Nice.
Yeah. So we have that Skullduggeries back up. They still trade. That is great.
Yeah.
Okay, we drew a Death Baron, skeletons we control, and other zombies. get +1/+1, and Death Touch.
Ooh.
And we have 5 mana, so we can also play Doom Descender, which will
Yay.
create a zombie as well.
That
So,
sounds great.
yes. So let's go ahead and play Death. Now the question is, now that we've played Death Baron, before we play the Doom Descender, do we attack with our 3/3 that if they want to kill it, they have to trade 2 of their creatures for it?
Oh, yes.
Okay. So let's attack. They do not want to use Skullduggery, they just take the 3, and so then after the fact, we'll play this Doom. So that if it dies, we'll get another 3/3 Death Touch creature. And this will also make us 3/3 Death Touch creatures when something dies.
Awesome.
So then it makes them a sacrifice. And they didn't play anything. So we have only one line this turn. This. And now any of our creatures that die, we get a 2/2 black zombie creature token, which while this is on the field is a 3/3 with Death Touch. So,
Sweet.
do you want to attack with both this 3/3 Death Touch and this 1/2 that will give us a 3/3 Death Touch if it does? 2 3/3 Death Touches.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's attack with these two. Very good. Yeah, this is fun. This seems great. Okay, so they're going to kill our Gravedigger and our Doom Descender. That's fine with me. Ooh, we can Skullduggery to keep this Gravedigger alive.
Nice.
Oh, I messed it up. Okay, well, they didn't play. Okay, I should have played it then, but that's fine.
Yeah,
That's fine.
I was kind of thinking that, and then I was like, oh, okay, maybe he knows what he's doing more than I do.
But that's fine. We have 3 3/3s with Death Touch, and we have this Skullduggery to save maybe our 2/2 if they try to mess with it later.
Nice, okay.
So, my mistake. We will fix these errors another time. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under their control, it explores. Very nice. So explore, they get to reveal the top card of their library. It goes into their hand if it's a land, but if it's not a land, they put a +1/+1 counter on the creature, and then they choose whether to put that card into their graveyard.
Oh.
They didn't attack, and they ended their turn. We drew a land. Let's go to combat.
Okay.
We have 3 3/3s with Death Touch.
Sweet.
If they die, we do not get more zombies because it says whenever a non-token creature dies, and these are all tokens, but still, do we attack with them? And if so, how many?
Good question.
Okay, I would say 2 of them. We leave 1 back so that this guy isn't in the line of fire.
Okay. Why does that make that guy not in the line
Well,
of fire?
in other words, if we are forced to block, we have a good blocker here as opposed to this being
Okay.
our only blocker.
Gotcha.
Is
Thank
what I
you.
mean. Because we're at 10, is why I say. Because they have 4 power on the board, it's not unreasonable to think that they would have pump spells. Ooh, okay. So I'm going to order blockers this way first. The zombie will take damage before the sapperling. I'm going to say done, and
Oh,
this
that's a
time
thing you can do?
you have to do it that way, yeah.
Oh.
If they double block or multi-block. And this time I'm going to do it correctly. I'm going to cast Skullduggery, giving... Giving this one +1/+1, and this sapling -1/-1.
Nice.
Sapling kills their 2/2.
Very sweet.
Yeah. They took no damage, but they have no creatures, and we have 4. So, yeah, this is going pretty well for us.
Yeah.
So far. Fingers
Knock
crossed.
on wood.
I mean, we are at 10. They did put us to 10,
Right.
so. Sapling. This is whenever a creature enters the battlefield. If all of their saplings get to explore, that has been revealed as their top card.
Okay.
Do they keep it? No, they put it in the graveyard. They're digging for something. Yevamaya Saphert is a good card for them. Open that one into the graveyard as well.
Wow.
Spore Swarm. Okay, and another Sapling Migration. That also went. They put all of them in the graveyard. What are they digging for? Okay, well, these are all 2/2s. Because they didn't get a single land. Now we have this Hired Blade 3/2 that we can flash in at a later time. But I still say we attack with 2 of our zombies.
Okay.
So attack with 1, 2. Okay. 2 attackers again. They can double block twice. That's fine. They have Death Touch, so I really only need to deal 1 damage to each of them. They'll lose all 4 of their creatures. We can go to damage. And we do 1 and 2, that's fine. And 1 and 2, that's fine. Pull them all, because Death Touch is anything.
Nice.
And then we end our turn having Hired Blade up on to flash in if we need to, or at least at the end of their turn. Oh, that's the stuff in there. They have a 2/3 reach Death Touch whenever another creature dies. Each opponent loses 1 life. And it gets to explode. Okay. It's a Death Bloom Salad. It's a 3/4. Okay. Attack happens. End of combat happens. Before my turn, I'm just going to flash this guy in. So we have him on the field. He's there, and if he dies, we get a 3/3 Death Touch zombie. Okay. And we drew a land. Okay. Here's a consideration that happens in Magic sometimes. If your opponent sees that you have a card in your hand, like we see that our opponent has a card in their hand, they might be afraid that you have some type of combat trick, like a Skulldugger, because we've had 2 so far. Do we want to keep this land in our hand to fake that we have something that they should be afraid of? Or should we play it?
Well, we have 7 lands out,
Correct.
which seems like kind of a lot. So I think that sounds like a good idea to me.
Okay. So then, now, if we go to combat, we can attack with this 3/3. This does not have First Strike, it has Reach and Death Touch. This also has Death Touch. So if we attack with this, they're probably not going to block because this is their best and only creature.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Let's attack. They take it, like I said. Alright. So we end our turn.
So why are they still at 14?
No, they were at 17.
Oh, okay.
Okay, they played another one. It also explores. They get... They just have no lands in their deck, apparently. They have not hit a land in 6 activations of that card now? Jeez. I mean, they may have drawn one in the interim, but... Because they put this in the graveyard. Did they put the last one in the graveyard, too? They did. They've put, like, everything in the graveyard so far. They're attacking with this 3/4.
So what they're searching for is probably a land.
Or a removal spell of some kind. So we're going to block here, so that if our creature dies, but we get another death-touching zombie. We lose 2 life, because now we have 2 of them. Alright, I see their line. I see their play. Okay. Well, let's play another Death Bloom Thallid. I say because we've seen theirs.
Yeah, I was like, we didn't play one.
I'm going to only attack with 1 zombie this time. Because they block their creature dies, but they're still taking 3 damage a turn, which is nice. And now we have a 3/3 Death Touch blocker to prevent them from attacking again, hopefully. And it's just another creature. Yeah, they did stop attacking. Now we have 2 lands. We can hold them both if we want. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
For now.
Let's attack again. You know what? We can probably attack with this guy too, because if he dies, we get 2 tokens. We get a zombie and a sapper.
Sapperling.
Although it wouldn't kill their creature. No. We'll just attack with the zombie, because otherwise we lose 2 life in the process. They're just afraid that whichever one they attack with will die. With this, it wouldn't, and we would just be throwing it away. We can leave this back on
doesn't make
defense.
sense.
Yeah. So we'll just end our turn, and we'll see what our opponent has. They played a land. Hey, they do have them. Now they have 8 mana. Hopefully that's not what they were waiting for to play this card. It sure is.
I told you.
At the beginning of each upkeep, create a sapperling, and they got a vicious offering to give something -2/-2 until end of turn, which they could kill our zombie lord over there.
Oh, great.
And they kept it on top because they're not dumb. So they get a sapperling. Alright. And it explored. It's still that vicious offering, which they're keeping on top. We drew Yargle.
Yay! Yargle.
Yargle's funny. Okay.
But we can't afford him, can we?
Yes, we can. He's
Okay.
only 5. He's only 5. He's got 9 power, but he's only 5 mana.
And we have 7.
Correct.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So the question is, what do they do here? They're just going to kill our 2/2 with their Vicious Offering on their turn. So I think our best bet here is to attack with both of our zombies, knowing that they're not going to have Death Touch anymore next turn. And we have Yargle as well.
But we're still gonna lose our 2/2.
Yes, unquestionably. It's killing them by a lot right now.
Well,
So we're attacking with both of our Death Touchers. They're blocking one of them and taking 3. That's good. And now we lose 2 life, which sucks. But we do have Yargle to stop them. Which is good. I mean, to be fair, a chump block would stop the 8/8 because it doesn't have trample, but still. It will stop the 8/8 from attacking because they're going to get a sapling. And it will explore and see the Vicious Offering again, which is unfortunate. That's a pretty cool combo. I like that. I mean, it sucks for us, but it's cool. Vicious Offering is about to be used on our player. Yup. They don't even need to kick it. That's exactly one of theirs. I do get a 2/3, and we lose 2 life. Oh, they didn't attack? We do get a Sapperling, which does see another non-land. That is insane. Oh my god! If you missed our past videos, I did say Joe playing Magic the Gathering equals drawing a ton of land, and so that's totally the case. We can't really attack here because any of our creatures that, like, if 2 of our creatures die, we lose. If 2 creatures in general die, we lose. So we have no attacks. I don't know what our outs are with this deck because I think we've already played our best stuff.
Oh, great.
And they see the Sap Herd again because it's the same card. But now they put it in the graveyard and drew a different card. Unless it was 2 Sap Herds? It was not. Okay. I wasn't paying that much attention before. Alright. They're at 5, too. It kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing. We lose no matter what.
Oh.
There's no way to block these without them dying. And if we don't block, we take 4 and die. So we lose. So we might as well block with Yargle and block with this Deathling Thallid and lose in style. We got to have Yargle deal some damage. Oh, it looks like they're playing. Oh, fungal infection. So Yargle will die as well. Yeah, alright. Cool, they did it. Oh, they finally got a land off the top. Look at that. All 4 creatures died. We lose 8 life. Good game. Yes, it was actually a good game. Good game. Well,
This exploded.
it's almost like a Johnny's better. Excuse me.
It's not like that.
Oh, okay. My mistake. Alright, so let's see if we completed our quest. We sure did.
Got a reward of
It's
some sort.
the Jungle Secrets deck. Sneak past your foe's defenses and manipulate the battlefield to your benefit with the slick merfolk of Ixalan.
Yeah, love me some merfolk.
And he sure does. And
From
look,
Ixalan specifically.
Kumena.
Not
was the head of
regular
that deck.
merfolk.
Alright, so
Because green-blue is much cooler than just plain blue.